Hi everybody, this is my everything I ate while I was in Europe with my family and also some things that I did. So we arrived in Barcelona really early in the morning. It was a red eye, so we got some cappuccinos. They had soy milk. It was great. There's my dad. There's my brother and sister having a photo shoot. There's my mom. Cheers, we were so tired. Eventually, we went out to lunch. I had a green juice at this cute little place in a little square. There was a superfood salad, which was pretty much just lettuce and corn and carrots, but it was still good. The rest of my family is not vegan, but we got some vegetarians. So we had a little spread, some chips and salsa. It was a pretty great lunch. We were satisfied. And then we saw this chocolate shop with donuts, and I don't think any of it was vegan, but it was amazing. Look at everyone being shocked. Then for dinner, we went to a tapas place that surprisingly had this superfood salad. There were goji berries and figs on it and quinoa. There was some hummus. That's not typically Spanish, but it was good. There were some salads, some cauliflower. We had a lot of wine. We had a lot of bread. They have this traditional like tomato thing that you just spread on bread. It's pretty great. There's some chickpeas and spinach. And there was some octopus over there. We don't have to look at it. It's kind of creepy. This was breakfast at the hotel. It was just fruit and nuts. The spread wasn't very good, but they had coffee and granola and stuff like that. And then for lunch, we found this cute little Hawaiian cafe. My family had poke and I had an acai bowl. Truly one of the best I've ever had. Highly recommend it. Don't remember the name of the place. Maybe I'll link it here. Who knows? Next up, we went to Sagrada Familia, which is a famous cathedral in Barcelona. Here are some interesting facts. It was started in 1882 by Anton Gaudí. He's a very famous architect in Barcelona. He also designed Park Güell, which I think I'm going to show you later. It's not due to be completed until 2026. And it's only, I think, half the height that it's going to be when it's finished. And it's already freaking tall, you guys. There are elevators inside that take you up to the top. So we went all the way up and we walked down the stairs. It was terrifying. It was beautiful. So the cool thing is that these cement bubbles are underneath where all of these people are right now. But they have little filters, so when it rains, the sand absorbs the water, goes into these little filters, and then the filters are inside the pillars, mosaic pillars underneath this plaza. Really cool.
But yes, I will give you a link.
Hey, what's up? They call me the trip advisor.
Oh, sick, dude. You taking people on trips, dude?
No, I just advise them for the trips.
Is there, you work here, dude? Trippy.
Yeah.
Then we found dinner at this cute little Mexican restaurant. Mine was some type of flauta with coconut tomato sauce. It was vegan. I was surprised to find it. It was delicious. Then we were just walking through the town and we saw this. This was a great thing to see. There's my sister being cute. Hi. Here's a tree and a castle. I didn't do any research on that castle. It's kind of dark in here, but we have kimchi. What's this? Veggie soup? Veggie soup. Veggie dumplings. Edamame. More veggie dumplings. Eggplant. What's everyone's fave?
Eggplant.
Eggplant. I didn't try that. That's why it's all gone.
veggie duck.
Just model it for us. Both of you, go. Ooh. More veggie dumps. Then we went to the mercado where there's just a bunch of produce. There's like fish and stuff too. Here's an interesting sculpture that I thought was cool. When you walk to the side, it becomes flat. Very interesting. Here's my mom and brother modeling. My mom is drinking rosé. She's fabulous. Then we went to the Boqueria Mercat, which is the most famous one in Barcelona on Las Ramblas. It's gorgeous. They have like $1 fruit smoothies ready to go. They have vegan empanadas. It's amazing. Here's the empanada. It was a little dry, but it was delicious. It was also like 5 p.m., so I'm not upset about it. Then we went to dinner at my favorite place on the whole trip. It was called Flax and Kale. Teresa Carles is the one who created this restaurant. She has a couple in the city, I think. It has all these amazing charts and tables that tell you like what you can eat for which dietary restriction you have, and like a code, and it's color coded. It was just beautiful, and the restaurant itself was gorgeous. We were there early, so we kind of had the whole top patio to ourselves. And then we had more wine. There's going to be a lot of wine on this trip. I ordered the best green smoothie I've ever had. I had it last time I was in Barcelona, and I missed it. There's some mushroom toast. Also amazing. Then I had this coco sepia black rice. It was like a paella, but vegan. My brother had like a vegan spaghetti. My sister had a vegan salad with carrots and avocado. My mom had a beet and goat cheese thing, and my dad had fish. Then we had these amazing desserts. My mind was blown, and I was so full after this that they had to roll me home, but it was worth it. They have healthy ice cream, no sugar, but it still tastes like there is. It's great. The next day, we went to Montserrat and rode this really scary cable car up to the top of the mountain where they cram in, I think, like 25 or 30 people, and you're like hanging by a cable. But also worth it. We toured around the top. We went to this tiny cathedral after a hike, and it was really beautiful. Oh, there's some trail mix that I stole from the breakfast spread at the hotel. There's a Lara bar. Ate a lot of Lara bars on this trip. Highly recommend if you're going to travel. Then we got back, and I had an apple. And there's this little place that has like grab-and-go lunches. This was like a spinach and chickpea thing. We just ate it in the lobby of the hotel before a woman kicked us out. Then we had a little happy hour on the roof of like a department store, and it was a great surprise. There's a cheese spread that my family was eating. We had potatoes and champagne, I think. So we actually had 3 vegan options. There's like a avocado toast and then like a thing with peppers. I don't actually know if that's vegan. We'll see. Mushroom thing. What's that, Sam? These are vegetarian quiche, egg, something.
No, that one's like cheesy potatoes.
Yummy, yummy, yum. And we're not allowed to eat them until Maggie says so. So we're just gonna wait. Yeah. Then we took a flight to Milan the next day. I had roasted almonds and potato chips. That was all the vegan airplane food that they had. Or airport food, sorry. But chips are great, so not complaining about that. Now we're in Milan. We found a palace with a courtyard. It was nice. It was really hot out. We're starving. So then we walked down the street a little bit in the main town square and found this really cute place on the sidewalk. We had bread and olive oil and wine, and I had grilled veggies as an appetizer, and then we had pasta and bruschetta with olives. And here comes the pasta. Here comes the pasta. My whole family had pizza. This was like a tomato, garlic, olive, celery was there in there. It was really great. This is a weird thing, but it's vegan and raw. And it looks like this. Let's try it. It tastes like, I think it's just like dried figs and spirulina and chlorella. Tastes like a pond. That's how you know it's healthy.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
Here are the ingredients as read by my brother.
Feci. Alghe spirulina, 2%. Alghe dotrella, 2%. Di frutta e gossicolo e semi di sesamo.
So obviously that's what's in it. We went to this cool vegan burger place in Lake Como at Malgrate. I had a pretty standard salad, and then the vegan burger was kind of disappointing. The veggies were good, but the patty itself was dry. It was just like seitan and wasn't very flavorful. Next morning at the hotel, they had a beautiful breakfast spread. I was so happy to see fruit. The peaches in Italy were insane. I realized we were there during the peach festival, so, you know, like the vegan angels smiled upon me. Here was a ton of cake that I didn't eat, but I thought it was beautiful. Ton of croissants, some bread, some more cake, I think, some orange juice. It was just a really beautiful spread. This whole hotel situation was just amazing. So I had pretty much every morning just some fruit and cereal, and I used coffee as milk for the cereal. I don't know if I recommend it. What did you say about the yogurt?
I said you should just get a yogurt. It's fresh from the fucking goat. Not the greatest of all time, the actual goat.
Then we went to Bellagio and we found this little vegan market that was adorable.
We found a natural market with a vegan, whatever, seeds bars and a soy cappuccino. It's a miracle.
It's a fucking miracle.
It's a motherfucking miracle.
Lucia.
Ciao.
Ciao. I just burnt myself.
We found a great little spot for lunch. I had this salad. It was roasted veggies and couscous and lettuce, and it was really refreshing. Then for dinner, we were back in Lake Como. This restaurant surprisingly had like a vegan tofu curry, which is not Italian, but they did a great job. Next morning, had the same thing. Used coffee as milk again. Wasn't great.
We went to this crazy rest stop, Auto Grill, and they had vegan salads and vegan sandwiches with tofu and tomato. And I got trail mix and popcorn. But wow. I took a picture of the vegan salad.
And here's more trail mix and me eating the trail mix. It was fine. It was like not roasted, so it wasn't crunchy, but oh well, there's an apple.
It right in my ear.
Okay.
This is how you play hug chip.
I'll try.
Give me. Dad!
Look, Mac.
No! Stop! 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 Stop it!
This is a funny look. Look, I have a cicada. Look.
Then we found this cute place for dinner. I had gnocchi with basil oil and tomato sauce, and that was so good. This was our view from the hike. The next day, we took the train to a town nearby and went on a short hike, the tour guide said, which ended up being 3 hours through the woods, and my legs were bleeding. But I brought a peach, and it helped. Post 3 hour hell hike, we stopped for a light lunch of bread, literally all we ate. Then for dinner, we're back in Cesare Levante, which is a cute little beach town. Had a little salad, had a little bread. This, I completely forgot that pesto has cheese in it, and I ate this whole thing, and then I realized that I ate cheese. So that was a little vegan slip up. Next day, we went on another hike. We were in Cinque Terre. We had bruschetta. We had a little wine tasting, some olives. It was great.
Oh yeah, 4th of July. Big celebration, right? We'll be having no celebration.
And then I had this little salad. It was actually pretty good. Gave the cheese to my brother. And then the last night, I forgot to film the pasta I ate, but this was a little plain salad I had. And then I just had some airport food that was just bread and quinoa, but that's all I ate. Thank you for watching.